Please forgive the poor sound quality of this video you are about to view. I had to record it in a room with poor acoustics. It sounds like I'm in a tunnel, and you might hear an echo. I'm sorry about this, but it could not be helped. You should still be able to understand my narration. Thank you for your patience.
Hi, this is your instructor Deborah, and I'm going to walk you through Module 8, introducing you to Module 8 for our CSIT 125 Word class. Okay, I've already logged into Canvas and I'm looking at the Module 8 overview page. There's an introduction, there's always that, and the student learning outcomes are listed here. These are the things you're going to learn about in Module 8. You're going to do a lot more with desktop publishing features. You're going to customize an existing Word theme and then create your own custom theme. You're going to work with text boxes, smart art, charts, and also how to create an automated index page at the end of a document. The tasks you're going to do are very typical to the ones we've done before. Please read Chapter 8 in the textbook, do the how-tos and the pause and practice exercises as you read the chapter. The SimNet tutorials are recommended but not required. Please read through the Module 8 lecturette in Canvas and watch all the videos on those pages. Complete the main Module 8 project, which will be submitted into Canvas. And then there's going to be a discussion for Module 8 worth 10 more points. Okay, I'm going to click Next. This is the Module 8 lecturette. It goes into more detail and hopefully a clear explanation of the things you're going to be learning about. It talks about indexes. Some people call them indices. I just call them indexes. It doesn't really matter to me. And it talks about how to do it, the basics of how to create an index that's automated. I also include some graphics here, some screenshot examples of what the indexes look like as you go through the paper or document and mark them. So yeah, I know you may not know what I'm talking about yet, but when you start reading the lecturette, it'll come clear to you. And also the Chapter 8 in the book as well. This is a picture of an example of an index page that was automatically created. It's a lot like the table of contents, but please remember that the difference between a table of contents and an index page is that the table of contents is general. It lists where to find whole sections and chapters and that kind of thing throughout the book or report that you're working on. Whereas an index shows you which pages specific topics are on. So instead of showing you where the chapter starts in an index, it'll give you the page numbers of where to find certain content, very specific content. So that's really what an index is for. There's going to be, I haven't posted it yet here, but there's going to be a video here posted that shows you how to create such an index. Then we talk about charts and how they're wonderful ways to illustrate data. So for example, if you're illustrating or rather trying to tell your people that who's reading your document, you're trying to tell them earnings are 78% net income and so forth, all this data, you can have it just typed out like that, or you can show it graphically in something like this, a pie chart. You can even include the percentages in the little labels here if you want to. So it could say federal tax 20%, and that shows you more specifically and graphically how it all sort of relates to each other. It's a lot more, I think, interesting and easier to understand the data that way. And there is a video here that I did not record that I think is pretty good, so I posted it here for you. It's a YouTube video on how to do charts in Word 2016. Then we get into Smart Art. Some of you have used Smart Art already, some have not. Smart Art is a graphic digital way of creating what we used to call a flow chart. Okay, and Smart Art is used to graphically illustrate processes, hierarchies, or workflows. So this is an example of an illustration of a hierarchy. So this is much better to understand, I think, easier to understand than just reading it up here in a sentence. Okay, so that's what Smart Art is for, and I will also be posting a video here about how to create Smart Art and what you can do with it. It's very versatile. I was going to have a page with just all the videos on the same page, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet, so we'll see how that's going to pan out. Here's the project for Module 8. This is an Improve It project. You're going to take an existing informational handout sheet for a fictitious bicycling club, and you're going to modify it according to the project steps in the book. When you're finished, this is what your document will look like in the end. Okay, and here it gives you instructions and details about where to find the project instructions. It's called Improve It Project 8-7 in the textbook. Shows you where to find it on the pages, and also where to find it if you use your online version of the book in SimNet. You just need one student data file to get started with this project, and that is right here, posted here in Canvas for you. And it just talks about turning it in. You're going to turn it in right here on this page, and click the Submit Assignment button in the upper right corner, and what the project is worth, how many points. Okay, the next and last actually piece of Module 8 is a Module 8 discussion. You're given a scenario to read in purple ink, purple font. Read the scenario, and then you're going to answer this one simple question, and just post your answer to the question here in the discussion board. And that's it for Module 8. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will assist you.